Jamaica's Tajay Gayle claims silver in the finals of the men's long jump with a jump of 8.34, while Bryan Levell enters the finals with the fastest time in the men's 200 meters semifinals, 19.84. Here is day 5 of World Athletics Championship 2025. Full race highlights included. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button. We continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least one today in Peter Lloyd World. Also, enjoy the content. Please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, by now, unless you're living under a rock, you must know that Jamaica's Tyler Mason walked away with bronze and Orlando Bennett with silver in the finals of the men's 110 meters hurdles in yesterday's action, day 4 of Worlds 2025. It was pre-race favorite Cordell Tinch of the United States who walked away with the win at 12.99, with Orlando Bennett running a personal best of 13.08 to take second. Tyler Mason, personal best of 13.12 to take that bronze medal. Here is a highlight of that race from yesterday.
Murataki explodes out of the blocks. They're absolutely roaring him on, and it's a great start. Mason going well. Third from the right-hand side, and Tinch on the near side. Cordell Tinch is pulling away. Tinch has done it. And there's 2 Jamaicans on the podium. Well done to them. Bennett.
TVJ spoke to both men after their bronze and silver win.
Trust me, these guys, everybody is on the same level basically, so you just have to be a bit bold to be able to be on the podium. So that's what I did today. Came out there and I was bold.
Yeah, and bold you were. You know, where did you find this extra motivation, this extra drive here in Tokyo?
Definitely my mom. I have to give a big shout out to Dr. Pottinger. She has been there throughout, you know, and she has always told me that it's always time, so I just have to keep going and you learn from your failure.
Tyler, some Jamaicans watching now might be saying, who is Tyler Mason? But you were outstanding at the junior level, silver at the World Junior Championships, right? So you're no stranger to doing big things for Jamaica on the global stage. But tell me how it feels to have come through the ranks now, from being an outstanding junior to now being here at the senior level and getting a bronze medal here at the World Championships.
Well, yeah, it took a lot of maturity and patience with myself. So it was all about just being patient and trusting the coach. Because, you know, as you say in both said, you have to have a good coach to carry it to where you need to be. So I have to give a big shout out to Coach Walcott and the team, you know what I mean?
First of all, you know, first and foremost, give God thanks. And interestingly, yesterday I was watching back the Paris Olympics finals, and I was like, I'm always making these finals what is really the biggest problem. And so I came out my shell, went through the disappointment of the race, saw that my biggest problem was the first hurdle. So basically I've been experimenting over here since I've been to Totori, and I just say, hey, in the heats I felt good, so I'm gonna stick with it. Made some small adjustments for the finals and it turned out glorious. So I mean, the failures just led to today's success.
Glorious indeed, 13.08 personal best. Yeah. I mean, how do you get a personal best, run a lifetime best in this major final?
I mean, it's that kill dead mentality. You know, when you put on the black, green and gold and you're out there in competition, you have to know that there's no fear. I mean, we bring the flame, you get what I'm saying? So they just have to know that we're strong, we're Jamaicans, and when we come out here we do our best under any circumstances.
Congrats to both the national champion in men's 110 meters hurdles, Orlando Bennett, and of course Tyler Mason. This was Mason's first time representing the island of Jamaica at this level. Awesome. Jamaica's Tina Clayton walked away with the silver medal in the final of the women's 100 meters. Let's take a listen to the Observer's interview of the genius himself. This man has produced so many world-class female champions. Shericka Jackson, Shelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson-Hira, and now apparently the Clayton twins. We're talking about Stephen Francis.
All right, Coach. Just quickly your thoughts on Tina Clayton. That amazing run in the final the other day.
Well, Yeah, obviously, she did very well. I try to hope that everybody runs at least what they want and run at the trials. For the most part, that was okay, but and Tina, she did very well.
Always seem to show up on the big stage. What is it about her personality that allows her to get the best out of herself in these moments?
I don't think there's anything special apart from understanding that success comes with dealing with what you're supposed to deal with. Do the instructions that you get.
Are you pleased with her execution? She said that was your only instruction to her. Execute. Are you happy with how she did?
No, she did well for somebody who is relatively new to this level. So yeah.
And that's the part that everybody seems surprised about. I know you probably wouldn't be. That this is her first senior championship. She was able to go there on a personal best under immense pressure.
Well, remember that that's not a lot of people. Shelley, Elaine, they all did that. Shericka in the first championship. So being first is not brilliant, but what I said, I think, is that the level of execution, given the fact that there were not few mistakes, she didn't make a lot of mistakes.
Kishane as well, no, just would love to get your thoughts on his execution and where this sets him up.
Well, as I said, he did not deliver the kind of performance that it expected, that is at least as good as what he did at the trials. So we have to go and see why that happened and make sure that the next time he can do just as well as he did earlier. Yeah.
Introducing Peter Lloyd World merchandise, where style meets comfort. From trendy tees to cozy hoodies, we've got something for everyone. Elevate your wardrobe with our high-quality, fashionable designs that make a statement. Whether you're hitting the streets or chilling at home, Peter Lloyd World has you covered. Shop now and upgrade your look with Peter Lloyd World merchandise. Available exclusively at Peter Lloyd World. Link in description below.
Day 5 of the current ongoing World Athletics Championships 2025 taking place in Tokyo, Japan, started the way we wanted it to start. In the men's triple jump, Jamaica's Jordan Scott, who was just off the podium in the finals of the Diamond League and who walked away with 3 Diamond League wins earlier this season and a silver medal, as well as being the Jamaican national champion in that event, the men's triple jump. Well, he qualified out of Group B towards the finals of the men's triple jump with the best jump of that group and the second best jump overall. We're talking about none other than King Jordan Scott. We call everybody king, yes, not everybody queen. See? Jordan Scott on his second attempt qualified with a mark of 17.19 meters with a plus 0.4 wind behind him. The top mark in Group A was Mohammed Tricky with a qualifying mark of 17.26 meters. The triple jump is going to be one heck of a finals, people, trust me. Now, on to the highlight of the finals of the women's pole vault. Yes, people, I want to give everyone a taste there. People are requesting that I highlight the pole vault, and I kind of like the pole vault, to be honest with you. Now, completing the three-peat, meaning she has won this title 3 times, Katie Moon of the United States walked away with the gold with a jump of 4.90 meters, a season's best. I think this was the same height from last year or in Budapest, can't remember. In the silver medal position was her compatriot, fellow American Sandy Morris, with her height, a season's best of 4.85 meters. And in the bronze medal position was Slovenia's, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right, Tina Suti, with her season's best of 4.80 meters. Here is the winning jump.
So capable at 490. And she she's only got...
And then it was the women's 200 meters in heat number 1. We saw Talu Smith take on Navia Battle of the United States. Navia Battle ran 22.07, a season's best, to take the win here, with Talu Smith with a time of 22.39 to take the second spot. Unfortunately, Jamaica's Gabrielle Matthews, with a time of 23.40, came 7th and therefore did not advance to the semi-finals.
Side and Battle on the outside. Battle just couldn't stop winning at the start of the season. She's had a cracking campaign. She's miles clear. Battle takes it from Talu Smith.
Let's hope Gabrielle Matthews has a great 2026 season. Great young talent. Now, in heat number 2, as anticipated, the current fastest woman in the world over the 100 meters, Melissa Jeffesrson-Wooden, ran and won heat 2 in women's 200 meters with absolute ease. She ran 22.24 to take the win ahead of fellow American Thelma Davis, who ran 22.7. That's 22.76 to take the bronze. And Gabby of Côte d'Ivoire ran 3rd with a time of 22.81.
Into the home straight, it's all about the American Melissa Jeffesrson-Wooden streaking ahead of this field here. I mentioned she's never done the 200 metres at the championships, but you cannot tell. She looks so good. Everyone else pushing to the line behind her. Thelma Davis.
For clarity, because some of you are going to bring this up, although you know what I'm saying, Melissa Jeffesrson-Wooden of the United States is currently the fastest woman for the 2025 season, and in fact has been the fastest woman in the last 2 years over the women's 100 meters. For clarity, I'm not saying she's the fastest woman alive. That is Elaine Thompson-Herah. Let's move on to heat number 3. National champion in the 200 meters, Jamaica's Ashanti Moore, looked quite comfortable. Did just what she needed to do. Remember, they are doing rounds, people, so they cannot run flat out, and this is a 200 meter. But I thought she did what she needed to do to get through to the semifinals, and I thought she looked good. She came in 2nd, just behind the American Mackenzie Long. Mackenzie Long ran 22.51, and Ashanti Moore ran 22.57 to qualify.
Be tight for the 3rd spot here if the 2 favourites deliver. Junk running really well for Germany. Ashanti Moore's looking round. Mackenzie Long from Ashanti Moore.
Heat number 4 saw Great Britain's Daryl Neater in 3rd, with Strawn of the Bahamas in 2nd, and the American Brittany Brown in the in the 1st position. Brown won heat number 4 with a time of 22.50. Strawn ran 22.57, the season's best, to take 2nd, and Neater ran 22.59 to take 3rd.
And slingshot into the straight, and Brittany Brown has done that fantastically. The Olympic medalist in lane 3, running away with this at the moment. Strawn coming back at her. Brittany Brown's got to go all the way to the line. She does.
Great Britain's Amy Hunt impressed in heat number 5 as she tried to go up against the great one herself, Shericka Jackson. Jackson won this one in 22.33, with Hunt taking 2nd in 22.57. Here is a race highlight of heat number 5.
Middle of your picture, the tall figure in blue for Great Britain, and actually it's Hunt coming through here, trying to put Jackson under a little bit of pressure, but the Jamaican comfortably through to the line. Jackson, Hunt, and good running there. Very good.
In heat number 6, Australia's Tori Lewis took 2nd, with Great Britain's Dina Asher-Smith walking away with the 1st spot. Dina Asher-Smith ran an impressive 22.40 to qualify here. She looked good. Tori Lewis ran a personal best to qualify, running 22.56. That's kind of cool because this young lady seems to be peaking at the right time.
Tremendous bend running here from the Brit. She's under pressure ever so slightly. She'll want to relax and conserve energy, but she can't afford to ease down too much. Dina Asher-Smith crosses the line first. Tori Lewis makes up.
The men's 200 meters heats followed. In heat number 1, the Dominican Republic's Alexandra Ogando ran 20.10 to take the win here ahead of Wade Van Niekerk. That's the correct, you heard me right. The remarkable world record holder in the men's 400 meters. He's kind of switched to the 200 meters lately. He ran 20.19 to take the 2nd spot.
The Swede flying around the bend, and Wayne van Niekerk on the inside has got to jump on the other athletes here. Wayne van Niekerk trying to hold off Alexander Ogando. Oh, that.
Heat number 2 in the men's 200 meters saw the first sub-20 clocking to qualify. Zimbabwe's Makarawu ran 19.91. That's 19.91 to take the win, ahead of Courtney Lizzie, who ran 19.95 to take second. And Jamaica's Adrian Kerr takes the third automatic spot in 20.13 heading into the semi-finals.
Yet from Aaron Brown on the inside. Makarawu taking it here. Makarawu from Lynn.
Heat number 3 saw Kenny Benerick running 19.98 to qualify to the semi-finals. Let's hope he's not as frustrated as he was with 100.
Kenny Benarek. Benarek, the second fastest man in the world this year, just behind his teammate Noah Lyles. Benarek looking across, and he'll have nobody for company here. Benarek 9.98.
Heat number 4 saw a very happy Christopher Cobby Taylor. Taylor walked away with the third qualification in a heat that featured Noah Lyles and Zarnell Hughes, as well as Andre DeGrasse. No surprise here, Noah Lyles, who's a clear favorite to win, certainly one of the top 3, ran 19.99 to take the win ahead of Zarnell Hughes of Great Britain, who trains out of Jamaica, who went to Kingston College, who ran 20.07 to take second, and Christopher Cobby Taylor, formerly of Calabar, qualifies with a time of 20. That's 20.26, which is a new personal best.
The British athlete off the curve. Now Lyles trying to get into his running, and Taylor coming into the mix as well. Hughes eases down. Lyles, Zarnell Hughes.
The highly hyped Australian youngster Gout was featured in heat number 5 when he took on Jamaica's Bryan Levell and Zimbabwe's Charamba. Gout took the third qualifying time in 20.23, with Charamba of Zimbabwe running 20.06, and Bryan Levell in a class all of his own running 19.84 in a heat, and shut down about 30 meters out. We'll talk about that after.
With this heat of the men's 200 metres, he looks so relaxed, so smooth. Lavelle gets the 150, looks right, looks left, no one is there. Charamba, his closest competitor, 9.80.
The final heat of the men's 200 metres, heat number 6, saw Botswana's Leslie Tebogo winning 20.18 and had time to horse around in the last 20 metres of this race.
Well, crowd are responding for Uzawa. Uzawa desperately trying to get in the mix, but it's Tebogo leading at the moment. Tebogo.
We'll discuss in depth in my 2 cents later on in the video. Then it was the men's long jump finals, where Jamaica's Tajay Gayle was back to his best, walking away with a silver medal with a jump of 8.34. And in fact, he was in the lead for quite some time until the youngest winner of this event, the youngster who won the indoors earlier this year, World Indoor Championships in the men's long jump, the Italian Matteo Furlani, jumped 8.39 and just took over the lead, walking away with the gold medal. And by the way, he's just 20 years of age. Jamaica's Tajay Gayle came second in 8.34. This is a resounding thing after recovering from injury. He's been injured for years now, and I'm so happy for Tajay Gayle. Big up my boss, big up. But truth be told, he was not the only injury story here. China's Shi, a couple years ago, was seen as a bright, shining light, and again was just marred by injury. He took bronze in 8.33. I think this might have been his first outing in some time. Here is the winning jump.
This season, he's so young and so fearless. Still only 20, he's over the board. That was massive.
Here is Tajay Gayle's silver medal jump of 8.34 meters.
It is on countback. Gayle goes into the lead. Yes, no improvement with 8.07, but it's a better second best effort.
And here is Shi's third place 8.33 meters jump.
Shi, can he improve? Oh, it's big. It was.
The other Jamaican jumper, Nikolai Williams, jumped 7.85 to end 9th on the night. And then it was the semis of the women's 400 meters hurdles. Jamaica's Anjanette Knight failed to advance to the finals as she came up against the American Jasmine Moore and Gianna Woodruff. Woodruff took the win here in a area record and personal best, I suspect, of 52.66. Jasmine Moore of the United States took second in a season's best of 53.01. Unfortunately, Jamaica's Anjanette Knight in this instance finished 5th after a great season and ran a time of 54.35.
List in Tokyo, in Eugene, and then it's been a couple of years of trying to get back to that level, but Gianna Woodruff running away from this at the moment, driving hard over the final barrier. Jasmine Jones coming into second place, and Zlatilova of the Slovak Republic will have to wait.
Semi-final number 2 saw the current world's favourite and the past world record holder clash, meaning Femke Bol of the Netherlands and Dalila Mohammed of the United States. Femke Bol walked away with the win in this semi-final, running 52.31 to qualify, with Dalila Mohammed running 53.14 to head into the finals.
Remember those times, 53.22 and 54.04. Bol in cruise control here. Van der Broek of Belgium now into third. Dalila Mohammed beginning to tire, but she's comfortably through in second place. Bol, Mohammed and Van der Broek might well make it as a non-automatic qualifier, or at least...
The sole Jamaican who made it through to the women's 400 meters hurdles finals was Jamaica's Cheyenne Salmon, just behind the American, one of the favorites, also Anna Cockrell. Cockrell, of course, beat Femke Bol into that silver medal spot last year at the Paris Olympic Games. Remember, Femke Bol actually came third. Sydney McLaughlin won, Anna Cockrell took second, and Femke Bol took third. So Anna Cockrell must be considered one of the persons to look out for in the final of the women's 400 meters hurdles. But Cheyenne Salmon did exactly what we anticipated she would do. We're huge fans of this young lady here, and very, very happy that one woman out of Jamaica was able to make it through to that final. So the women's 400 meters hurdles semi-final number 3 had Anna Cockrell running 53.26 to take the win, with a season's best by Jamaica's Cheyenne Salmon running 54.03 to take that second automatic spot. Now, people, this is a very, very positive thing about Cheyenne, because I believe in the heats she also ran a season's best, which means she's rounding into form at the right time.
German, but now she gets to run in a straight line on an even playing field with the other athletes around her. Cockrell striding away with this. Salmon moving well into second place, and it's the Portuguese athlete Diallo trying to hold on for third. Diallo tidying up though, and Yule of Norway is going to get third. How will that?
And then it was off to the men's 400 meters hurdles semi-finals. Carson Warhoff and Samba walked away with second and first in this one. Samba won semi-final number 1 in a time. His time was 47.63, just ahead of Carson Warholm, who of Norway, of course, who ran 47.72 to take the second spot. Samba, I should tell you, represents Qatar. Here is that race highlight.
Afford to ease up a fraction. Watch for Ajicum of Germany coming back into the mix. Now Warholm needs to pay attention here, because Samba's not that far away and Ajicum is coming. Right, Samba takes it on the line from Warholm. Ajicum will have...
Malik James King of Jamaica featured in semi-final number 2, but was unable to advance. He came up against the likes of Nathaniel of Nigeria, who won this semi-final, and Abakar of Qatar, who took second. Ezekiel Nathaniel of Nigeria won this one in 47.47, with Ishmael Abakar of Qatar running 47.61 to take second. Jamaica's Malik James King took fourth, running a time of 48.01, a season's best. Here is that race highlight.
Hurdles for these men to navigate. Abakar looking smooth at the moment. A burst of speed from James King of Jamaica. The Jamaican trying to get on terms with the top two. Nathaniel finding something in the closing stages. He takes the win, 47-48.
Personally, people, my heart broke in heat. That is semi-final number 3 when Rashawn Clark was unable to make it. I mean, he was in one heck of a race. Almost like a final. Running out of lane 2, one of the worst lanes to run, 400 meters hurdle. Rashawn Clark came 4th behind Qatar's Himidia. Clark ran 48.37 but was unable to advance. Dos Santos of Brazil took 2nd in 48.16. You know, he's one of the 3 fastest. And in 1st place is one of the favorites to win. Well, Dos Santos is also a favorite, to be honest, but I think the American is even more of a favorite. Rai Benjamin. Benjamin won semi-final number 3 in 47.95 seconds. Here's that race highlight.
It's Rashawn Clark on the inside, the Jamaican getting in the shake-up here. Benjamin's away and clear. Dos Santos, the champion from 22, needs to pay attention here. Benjamin easing up. Benjamin from Dos Santos, and Hamida and Clark throw themselves over the line.
So no Jamaican advanced in the men's 400 meters hurdles to the finals. Then it was on to the women's final for the 3,000 steeplechase, where my favorite to win, Faith Cherich, of Kenya, took on Winfred Yavi. Now, Yavi was one. Well, you know what? She could have actually won this, but I just believe in the end, one played chess just a little better. Cherich won in an Olympic record time, very impressive, of 8 minutes 51.59, with Yavi taking 2nd in 8 minutes 56.46. The bronze medal went to Simbo Mayo, who ran 8 minutes 58.86 to win the bronze in a new personal best. Here is that race highlight for those who love the steeplechase.
Faith Cherich of Kenya, the youngest ever medalist in the World Championship steeplechase in Budapest, is going to be the winner here in Tokyo. She's run away with it. 8:51, phenomenal from Faith Cherich. Winfred Yavi.
Isaac Nadir surprised in the men's 1500 to walk away with the gold medal in a time of 3 minutes 34.10. Of course, this was the finals.
Watch for Reynolds Chariot on the outside and Timothy Chariot on the inside. And Nader coming wide for Portugal. Nader for Portugal from London on the line. So, Italy, Jamaica and China.
Now this, of course, is my 2 cents. So Jamaica has added another silver medal to the total, which I believe is now 6 medals. And we are, I think, also number 6. This is just memory now, and you can go and double check. 6 on the current medal chart. Yeah, we are a little ahead of schedule. We're doing a lot better than many of us thought. And I'm not sure if many persons thought that Tajay Gayle would have been a factor in the men's long jump. To be honest, I was not one of those persons. I'm a huge fan of Tajay Gayle. Just wasn't sure what was going on. Maybe I wasn't following him enough, but I'm just happy that he's done great. And here's what's remarkable about the situation. Tajay Gayle has been, since he won, because you may not know this, but he was the world champion in men's long jump in 2019, and he has been plagued by injury issues since. He's just had a hard time of it. So I am super happy for him and his team. They clearly did a great job with him. He was back to his almost his bestest form. He would have won had the youngster from Italy not come up with that PB, winning 8.39 meters jump like out of nowhere. But that young man is a phenomenal talent that should not be underestimated. But here, Jamaica, Wagwan, good people, 6 medals, and we have about 4 or 5 more days to go. Okay, now before I get into Tajay Gayle, Cheyenne Salmon did exactly what I thought she was going to do. To be honest with you, I thought Anjanette Knight would have been able to advance, but that was a tough. You know, the thing about the semifinals is you can just get a tough draw. Anjanette Knight just got a tough draw. She's a phenomenal talent. We love you. We're very proud of you. Great one. And we know next year will only be better. You're only getting better and better. We see this. This is one of those things. Rashawn Clark, Malik James King, same thing. Rashawn definitely had a horrible time of it in the semi-finals. Lane 2 is like the worst lane any 400-meter athlete can get to run out of. It is a horrible lane, especially for a tall gentleman. And Rai Benjamin and DeSantis are really the two of the top 3. So it would have been difficult to make that top 2. And he really pushed right up until that 8th hurdle. He was actually ahead of DeSantis, which surprised many persons. And then he started fading. You know, so we are a big fan of yours, King. Big up to yourself. Malik James, awesome. I see that you're all just getting better and better. You know, so the women's 200 meters. People, Shericka Jackson looks extremely good. To be very frank with you, she reproduced her season's best of 10.88 in the finals of women's 100 meters and came 4th after running like 3 100 meter, if you don't count national, about 500 meters. She seems to be running into form. Now I saw Amy Hunt challenge her, and she didn't put it on another gear. She just, I don't know, a little bit more. She looks to be in incredible form. I think she knows she's in for the fight of her life, but I still think she's going to be on that podium. I have to concede that Melissa Jeffesrson-Wooden looks incredible. She looks incredible. I mean, she wasn't running either. She definitely was not running. Dina Asher-Smith could be a factor here. She also looks good. Ashanti Moore also looks actually very good. I mean, don't get it twisted. She wind down. That's why Mackenzie Long was able to catch her and pass her. Remember, no, they're going through rounds, people. So nobody wants to push unnecessarily. You just do what you need to do to get to the next round. The semifinals is when you run you're probably your hardest, if not your second hardest, because you have to get to the finals to be on that medal table or get an opportunity to. Ashanti Moore looks good. She looks as if she has a whole lot left in the gas tank. Shericka Jackson looked like she have one leap left in the gas tank, but so does Melissa Jeffesrson-Wooden. Anavia Battle looks really good. Brittany Brown looks really good. This is going to be, and I said Dina Asher-Smith, I think looks really good. This is going to be a very, very serious 200 meters, but I still give the edge to the world champion. I think she'll be able to defend her crown for the third time. Maybe I'm being a little prejudiced being Jamaican, but I think there's a whole lot more there. In fact, I think all she's been focusing on is the 200 meters. She just won the 200 meters. That's all she wants. And the person in her way more than anybody else right now is Melissa Jeffesrson-Wooden, who has just been winning. And when an athlete is at that point, Shericka Jackson knows what that was like. She was there for about 3 years in the 200 meters. It's hard to beat that person. But I think Jackson can do it. But let's see what happens in the semifinals. I will make no predictions here, but Jackson looks good. Both Jamaicans look good, but so does Melissa Jefferson. But in fact, all the Americans look good. But I think the ones we have to be concerned about is Melissa Jefferson and Brittany Brown. Of all the 4 Americans, I think those are the 2. But Ashanti looks good, and Shericka Jackson, I think, you know, there's a whole lot more left there in the gas tank. I saw it, the way she was able to just gear up slightly and just get ahead of Amy Hunt was important. And she only did that because she wanted a good, she wants a really, really good lane in the semifinals. She wants between lane 6, 7, and 8 in the semifinals. That's why she did it. This is going to be interesting. Now, the men's 200 meters. Woy. Bryan Levell looks terrifying. Now, I've been hinting at it and I've been saying it to you. He's going to medal. He looked best of everyone. Here's the thing. Now I know it's rounds and you need to be conservative. Bryan Levell was not running anything close to 100%. He was at 60 and he ran 19.84 in second gear. He now reached third gear, now reached fourth gear, now reached fifth gear. 19.84. Remember I said he has been coming into his own, his best at this point. And I think this might have been the plan. I am of the opinion that in the men's 100 meters at nationals, his coach said, just, you don't need to win, I'll come top 3. We're going to concentrate on the 200 meters. I also think that's another one of the reasons why his coach probably said to him, you don't need to do the 4x4. This is all about, if we look honestly at what we're seeing, if all these 4 men get through these 5 men get through to the 200 meters. The 200 meters is going to be between, let's say, Tebogo, who, by the way, in his semi-final, well, in his heats, let's say the Tebogo, Botswana, in the last 20 meters was skipping. No one saw it. Go back and look at that race. He was literally horsing around. I mean that in the most literal sense of the term. He was just horsing around. He's supremely confident. Noah Lyles is focused because he came third in the 100 meters and he wanted to prove something. He's going to be very dangerous. Benerick is hungry. We saw a video of him literally bawling, saying he's tired for lose. He's going to be deadly. But you know what? Right now, Tebogo, Bryan Levell, and Noah Lyles. I think those are the 3 people. In what order? I don't know. But if they all get through, because what's terrified me about, in a good way, about Bryan Levell is Bryan Levell was not running anything close to 100%. He was not. Benerick, not 100%. Lyles, not 100%. And Lyles is a master of the rounds. He's very good at that, especially in the 200 meters. So I think the race is going to be between Tebogo, who was skipping in the last 20 meters. Just go look at what he was doing. He was just horsing around. This is going to be serious. But Levell, I'm going to teach you one of the things that one of the top coaches told me. Look at Levell's shoulders and his face. He's so relaxed in that last 50. He stopped running 50 meters out of that 200 meters. And he ran 19.84. He's in supreme form, people. He was so relaxed. Benerick was relaxed also, but I think of all the athletes, the 2 that were the most relaxed was Levell and Tebogo. The only concern one could have about Levell at this point is that he might have overextended himself, but he didn't. It was very obvious in how he ran. It was almost as if he was holding back. I think we're going to see one extremely fast 200 meters, and I think we may have another Jamaican medal in the men's 200 meters. I even think I know the medal, but I'm not going to say. But Levell looks amazingly good. Christopher Cobby-Taylor, PB, what more can you ask for? Will he advance to the finals? Let's see. But very, very happy for him. Kerr, same thing. Awesome. We're looking good in the 200 meters, but Levell looks supreme. Tebogo, supreme. Lyles is dangerous because he has something to prove. He's not going to give up that title very easily. Let me just tell you that straight. Not going to go say, okay, it's all right. Benerick is hungry. In fact, almost desperate. That might be his problem here. He has to rein in those emotions and or pepper those emotions, aim them at his desire to win. But Levell was to me the most impressive, and not because I'm Yardi. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. Jordan Scott looks amazing. I think we're going to do well there too. Now, don't forget to, and by the way, people, I know I take a little longer to put out this video, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I don't have the full team with me now. I only have one other person assisting me, and we want to ensure that the numbers are correct, the picture, everything is correct. So we hear that some of you say you're appreciative of what we're doing, and we always want to say thank you very much. This is a passion project. I love track and field, all track and field. And so I'm definitely a little prejudiced towards the Jamaican athlete, but athletes in general, I lift up and sing their praises. Now, don't forget to support the channel. Check out our merch store at printify.com. If you can afford to buy something, even a sticker, get it. I'll leave a link in the description below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and hit the like button. Remember, your royals, kings, and queens. Bless up.